How to fix most heart palpitations. Now, this topic is near and dear to my heart. People always ask me, now, how did you get into this field? Why did you care so much about nutrition and want to study it so in depth as you do? Well, when I was 19, 20 years old and in college at the University of Florida, I was playing baseball down there. And every day we would sweat like crazy, as you can imagine. And most of us were losing our electrolytes through our sweat. When you do that, you're losing not only salt, but you're losing potassium and other minerals as well. In my case, the prolonged loss of those electrolytes started to result in heart palpitations. So every time I would lie down at night to go to sleep, my heart would jump all over the place. And I'm thinking, I'm 19, 20 years old. Am I dying? Do I have a heart attack? What's happening to me? I don't know what's going on. Well, at the time, a friend of my roommate, in fact, his uncle was a chiropractor who specialized in nutrition, and we went to see him. We were just going for a quick visit. I didn't know what I wanted to do for my career. It was clear I wasn't going to be a Major League Baseball player, so I better come up with a job. And I didn't know what a chiropractor was and what they did, and I certainly didn't know about the nutritional side of things that this doctor was an expert at. So we drove down there. I saw the man for maybe 15 minutes, probably 10 minutes actually. He did a series of treatments on me. He did interesting things with my muscles. He had a machine that he used. He recognized that my body needed potassium. He said, here's a bottle of potassium. It looks like your heart would like it, your muscles would like it, and go take it. And that was the end of it. I didn't even tell him I had the heart palpitations. He was just being very graceful and courteous and showing me what he did because I was an interested young person and I was there with his nephew. And so in that experience, I started taking potassium. Well, within a week's time, I think it was only a few days, but we'll say a week. Within a week, I didn't have heart palpitations anymore. I would lie down at night, no more heart palpitations. And I didn't have them for years. And when they finally started to come back a little bit, I knew exactly what to do. I started taking potassium. I mean, all he gave me was this little tiny bottle of 99 milligram pills of potassium. I give my patients much more potassium than that. Potassium is an amazing electrolyte to help with blood pressure. It's one of the main nutrients I use to calm down the fight or flight response. And it's certainly one of the first nutrients I think of to fix heart palpitations. But potassium's not the only nutrient that you would consider. Magnesium is extremely important with heart palpitations. Sometimes calcium is important with heart palpitations. If you know nutrition at all, you know that I've just named 3 minerals. Here's the other piece. If your body is starting to crave and need minerals, the question is, why minerals? Minerals must be broken down and set free when we ingest them. When we ingest them, they're in a bound form. They're attached to something else. They have to be set free. What does that in your body is hydrochloric acid. That's why I wanted you to have the other video about use acid to fix acid problem. If it turns out that you do very well adding minerals to your life, chances are your hydrochloric acid levels are a little low. So to learn more about that, make sure you watch that other video. The other main cause of heart palpitations is the fight or flight response. So everything that I discuss in my book, the 50 Fix Guidebook, the reason why I made my powder, the Core 4 powder, it's all to control the fight or flight response, to get it back into its normal, healing, regular range so that it's not destroying your hormones and your blood sugar and your brain and your sleep and everything else. So calming fight or flight will help fix heart palpitations. Heart palpitations are for many people associated with anxiety, and you can easily see how anxiety is associated with adrenaline and fight or flight that we experience in regular life. So if we address each of those all at the same time, you will address your heart palpitations. There is one B vitamin that you should know about, however. Vitamin B1 called thiamine is very stimulating for the heart. So that might be too excitatory for you. You might like its cousin, B2, called riboflavin, which is very calming for the heart. So if you're taking a B complex and there's a lot of thiamine in it, you might want to try a B complex without thiamine. Or you might want to take a break from your B complex and try some riboflavin vitamin B2. So between the minerals, the hydrochloric acid, and the riboflavin vitamin B2, generally you can take care of heart palpitations in a quick and short period of time. So I hope this information has been helpful for you. There's lots more information just like it in my 50 Fix guidebook, so don't forget to read that entire thing. And on this website, I give lots of information as I go over the videos and the case studies that where I have seen patients and explain their various conditions, because you can't write it all in a book, and a lot of things just come out spontaneously as I'm explaining these cases, and people get a lot of value from them. So be sure to watch those case studies as well, and have a great day.